Hey, thanks for watching. I am Ruben, technologist at Nutanix. Ease of use for users and admins. Multi-cloud including on-premises workload VMs powered by Nutanix HV. Multi-tenancy and role-based access control. These are all core elements within Frame's desktop as a service solution. This demo video will highlight the platform hierarchy, the SuperAdmin interface, and various tasks done within this interface. The SuperAdmin interface is where you can connect the Azure, Amazon, GCP subscription to your Frame subscription. Analytics, auditing, and the setup of role-based access with one or multiple identity providers is done here. Also, the creation of organizations and Frame accounts are part of the task done within the SuperAdmin interface. Talking about organization and Frame accounts, let's briefly explain the hierarchy of Frame before we go into demo mode. When you set up your Frame subscription via my.nutanix.com, you have access to the customer entity, to your customer entity. This is the top level in the hierarchy. The second level within the hierarchy is the organization level, which is located under customer entity. The Frame account is located under organization, and different identity providers and different roles can be used within these three different levels. Each Frame account can support 10, hundreds, thousands of users running virtual applications and desktops, all within the same account. The infrastructure to run these applications and desktops can be on-premises or co-located, powered by Nutanix HV, and public clouds using Azure, AWS, or GCP. The Frame multi-tenancy platform hierarchy is great. It helps MSPs, SIs, ISVs, and of course enterprise customers, large and small, to set up their environment and organize it the way they want. Alright, let's show the SuperAdmin interface. So this is the SuperAdmin interface. I logged in as Ruben, and in this example Ruben is an organization admin. The customer administrator already created two organizations and provided access to me as organization admin to administer these two organizations, R&D Lab and Ruben Test Organization. Under these organizations, if I click on Ruben Test Organization, you can see a list of Frame accounts are already created by me in the past. One of the things you can do is, from an analytics perspective, across these Frame accounts, is see how the system is being used and by who. Also, from an audit trail perspective, you can use different filters, as you can see here, to see what is happening across different Frame accounts in this organization. And one of the main things you will do when you start is add cloud accounts. So when you set up your Frame subscription on the customer level or on the organization level, you can add Amazon, Azure, or Google subscriptions to that Frame subscription. Or if you want to use Nutanix AHV, use Prism Central and use the Cloud Connector appliance to connect AHV with your Frame subscription. That process is done already in this setup. So if I click on Cloud Accounts, you'll see that I have already 4 cloud providers configured: Nutanix AHV, Google, Azure, and AWS. I just want to explain and briefly show how adding a cloud account looks like. So I click on Add New Cloud Account. In this example, I have the option to add 3 different cloud providers: AWS, Azure, and Google. For this demo, I will just explain Azure. AWS and Google are similar. You create an application registration using your Azure portal. You fill in these details, you verify the Azure credentials. If the verification is successful, it means that the control plane can communicate through APIs in a secure manner with your Azure or with your customer Azure subscription. You select the data centers you want to use for running virtual applications and desktops, so that each Frame account can use these data centers. And then you hit Create. Then the Frame control plane automatically will create the resources in your Azure subscription. In this case, we use Azure. Same applies for Amazon or GCP. And then you can create new Frame accounts. And that's what I will do right now. So under the organization Ruben Test Organization, I want to add a new Frame account. I'll give it a friendly name. Just a name. I will use the Nutanix HV cloud provider, select the region, hit next, select the image family, use the default instance type for the master machine, the sandbox. In this example, I want to use this machine type, which has a vGPU. I'm using an NVIDIA vGPU Tesla T4. I'll add additional storage here, hit next, and hit create. Now the Barracuda-prod frame account is created. If I click on Barracuda-prod, this is the frame admin interface. And the frame admin interface is being used to configure, to install apps, to onboard applications, to define launchpads, to define capacity, to set up session policies, all done in this frame admin interface. Alrighty. Well, you have seen Frame in action from an IT professional SuperAdmin perspective. Multi-tenancy, multi-cloud, ease to use. Great. Thanks for watching and see you next time.